Good morning, children. Myself name P.S. Tiwari from LP Savani Vidya Bhavan. We will continue with the subject OC, Organization of Commerce. Let's start. See, children, in last video we have discussed the fourth chapter, that is organization. Now your next chapter is staffing. Here you can see on your screen staffing. Now let's get started with introduction. See, children, introduction about staffing. After industrial revolution, industry started production on a large scale. Initially there was no proper system for production, but obviously in the first stage, in the starting stage, nobody know about the systematic work. So initial stage there was no proper system for the production. So the system of earning more profit at less cost began. Here they have started following the system of earning more profit with less cost. As a result, exploitation of employee began, because they are giving more important to the profit, not to the other activity. So here, as a result, as they have accepted the system of more profit at less cost, resulting exploitation of the employee started. At the end of the 19th century, the dynamic management leader realized that in production, sensitive staff is more important than inanimated machine, because staff is the person who is running the activity, who is doing the activity, and who is managing the activity. So the staff is more important as compared with the machine. They also realized that machine do not work automatically, but the employee operate them. Even though if you are accepting the capital intensive method, over there you required employee for operating your machine as well. As a result, they realize the need of the scientific system for employees recruitment, selection, appointment, promotion, transfer, and training. So the experts realized that we have to accept the scientific system for employees' point of view for recruitment, selection, appointment, promotion, transfer, or training, anything. Then staffing, some introduction you can see. So staffing, what is meant by staffing? The function of staffing is also an important as other function of management. Other function of management, that is planning, organizing, directing, controlling. Similarly, staffing is also stand for S in post cop plus C, and it is also important just like other function of management. It is a process of development of individual. In the past, human element was not given due importance. Planning of business might have been done in the best possible manner, and the formation of the organization also might have been proper. But if the selection and training of the personnel is improper, then the organization cannot be successful. Simple as that. If you are planning in a better way, organizing the work in a better way, directing in a better way, but you are not having a efficient staff to give the result according to your expectation, so your planning and organizing is worthless. Similarly, as your planning is proper, you are making a alternative plan. Organizational work, that means organizing the activity. Similarly, the work which is done by whatever work you have organized, whatever plan you have selected, all the things will done by the staff. And if your staff is inefficient, over there you are not supposed to successful in your organizational work. So the success of any organization totally depending upon the efficiency and attitude of your employee. Staffing is an activity of maintaining relation with the employee of organization. Staffing means an organization maintain the relation with their staff, and on that basis the organization will get the result from the staff side. Now concept, see children. Concept in the ordinary sense also includes acquiring employee, training, maintaining them in the organization. In the wider sense, it includes recruitment, selection, training, promotion, transfer, post retirement activity, etc. Fine. So it includes all this activity in the staffing process. First of all, you will recruit, then you will select according to your organizational point of view, according to your requirement. You will select from the recruitment, then you'll provide them training. If they are better, you will promote them after observing their activity throughout the year. If they are good, then you will transfer them. Sometimes it is also given transfer with promotion according to their efficiency, then post retirement of your employee, etc. So these are the activity which comes under the staffing. Now let's see the characteristic. Fifth one, characteristics 5.1.2. You can see on your screen. First, important function of managerial. Staffing is also one of the important function of management, just like planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, and controlling. Then the second one, perennial process. That means organization cannot exist without employee. As long as organizational activity exists, employee and staff will also exist, because whatever activity you are planning, the work has been done by the employee. So, as long as your organization activity exists, your employee and staff is also exist. Fine. Now, concern with human relation. The main objective of staffing is to acquire the right employee and make them the best use of them. Employee are the only living factor of production. See, your four factor of productions are land, labor, machine, and entrepreneur. So labor is the only factor of production which is living factor, which is living factor. They have feeling and self-respect. Living factor, that is why they are having feeling and self-respect. As it is related with human element, humanitarian behavior is expected towards them. As you are expecting the result efficiency from them, similarly at the same stage, the behavior with them is also must in positive way, and it is accepted as a positive approach. Then fourth one, staffing is the dynamic process. Because of proper staffing, all the activity of organization become dynamic. It is changing process according to the situation, circumstances. It can be changed and it is acceptable by the organization. According to the scenario, they have to perform the activity. Then fifth one, related with the other managerial function. Post COP plus C. P stands for planning, like that S stands for staffing. Other managerial function like planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, controlling, these are the function which are closely related with the staffing. You are doing the planning, okay. Organizing the activity, to whom you will guide, by whom you will get the work from your staff. You have to coordinate with them, yes. You have to control them, yes. That means the staffing is the managerial function which is having a closely relation with the other managerial function. Then sixth one, wide scope. Staffing is not merely an activity for labor welfare, but it is also concerned with the acquiring training, maintaining personnel, and it also work for the development. Staffing is also work for the development, not only development of the staff, it is also useful for the development of the organization, according to the updation, according to the environment, according to the changing atmosphere in the business, according to the flexible business in the market, etc. So staffing is the wide scope, continuous scope, and it we have to maintain. And this is a wide scope because it includes recruitment, selection, training, promotion, transfer, post retirement, etc. That is why staffing considered as the wide scope. The last one, which is really important, capital expenditure. In bracket children, you can see it is reflected investment. The expenditure incurred for recruitment, selection, training, and development of the staff is not an expense but an investment. Why? Because once you have done the expense for the recruitment, for the selection, for providing them training, it developed their skill, it developed their intelligence, it developed their experience, by which they will give you the better or best result. So, for staffing, whatever is your spend amount, exactly that is not called expenditure, it will concluded as investment. Once you have invested in future, for sure you will get the best or better result. So this will concluded, capital expenditure concluded as the investment. So children, in today's session we have covered chapter number 5, staffing, under which we have covered introduction, concept, characteristic, and rest of the point will continue in next video. Thank you for the day children. Bye bye.